Hello, my name is David Breland, Director of Historic Resources for the City of Decatur, Alabama, and Director of the Old State Bank of Decatur. We welcome you to Decatur's Old State Bank. This is the oldest bank building in the state of Alabama. It was constructed and the bank began operation in 1833, so this is the 180th birthday of the bank itself. The bank is constructed in a combination of classical and Greek Revival style. It is an early example of Greek Revival style. It is sometimes described as being Jeffersonian in style because Thomas Jefferson, one of the country's first architects, as well as being president and many other important positions, was a proponent of this type of architecture. The bank ceased operation as a bank in 1842, and it has held numerous roles in the history of Decatur since that time. During the Civil War, this bank was used as a Union field hospital, and by many accounts, the bank's vault was used as an operating room by Union troops. The bank has been listed on the National Register of Historic Places for many years, and in fact, it and the first courthouse in Alabama, the Somerville Courthouse, were the first structures in this county to be named to the National Register of Historic Places. The bank is of a very unusual architectural style in another regard, in that it is a bank downstairs and a personal residence upstairs. The reason for this was that the bank's first cashier was ordered to live in the bank and provide security for the bank. As we enter the upstairs of the bank, the first thing that we see is the apartment for Mr. Washington Keyes and his family. Mr. Keyes was the first cashier of the bank. The very first thing that you enter is the central hallway. This is a hallmark of great Southern buildings at this particular point in architectural history. They would have high ceilings, wide walls, and generally a door on either end of the room in order to provide for air circulation, and specifically this was used in the summertime to provide a crude form of air conditioning for the bank. The bank's dining room was not only an eating facility, it was also used by the bank's directors as the board of directors meeting room. Therefore, I think it is fair to say that this was perhaps the first civic center in the town of Decatur. We're now in the bank's parlor, which of course would be the equivalent of today's living room or den. I'm standing next to an 1830s square piano, which is kind of a cross between a harpsichord and today's grand pianos. It's a really magnificent instrument. Also in this room are a walking wheel, which is a forerunner of a spinning wheel. We have a great silk couch. We have a game table that would have been used by the banker and his family in the 1830s. This was basically an entertainment and a reception room. We're now standing in the bedroom of the Washington Keyes family. Mr. Keyes was, of course, the bank's first cashier. This bedroom features a rope bed. A rope bed, instead of having a mattress and box springs, has a series of ropes to provide the support for the person sleeping on the bed. Would have had a very thin mattress, which would have been filled with either duck or goose down or straw in some instances, and of course would have had a cover on the top of it. Also underneath the bed is a chamber pot, which would have been the sanitary facility in those days because they did not have indoor plumbing.